That's really spooky, and I decided to hack the body. So these are my brain signals that you see out there. Unfortunately, it's very noisy because there's a lot of noise around here. And I have an EEG headset that just records the signals live. And well, all the thing that you can do by just looking at an EEG is when I blink my eyes, unfortunately, you'll see some peaks, so let's give it a try. Do you see it? Yeah, I guess you do. These are the peaks, right? So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But yeah, so, of course, this is not what the story is about. The story is about what we can do with this thing. I will just play a video here. Yeah. So this is a video that I took a month ago. This is an open source project available on GitHub, and I will share the link with you. It's a brain-computer interface that lets you type with your brain signals. And I would like to do a live demo here, but I knew that the environment would be really noisy, so I didn't bother to try. But here's a nice video for you. There are some letters on the screen that are flashing. It's an array of letters for 36 letters, the alphabet plus the numbers. I just look at it, and there is some black magic going on in the background, hence the costume, and it just translates it to letters, basically. After a while, in this video I'm trying to write hello. After a while, we'll see some letters popping up. And yeah, did we already see one actually? We saw age. Okay. There'll be an E following. Let's give it a second. We have time. So it's just that. You just look at the screen. I record all the signals with this thing, and I just run some machine learning algorithms. Anybody interested in machine learning? All right. Well, that's perfect. We can work together. The source code is on GitHub, and I will share the files, the recordings that I have. And I'm running something called a Bayesian linear discriminant analysis, and yeah, basically classifying these things. This is the preliminary version. It's very early, but you see that's another letter E. Well, it goes on like this for like 4 minutes, and in the end, we will see a hello typed up. But so this is the repository on GitHub, and I will show you some code on how this is done. Obviously, if you were here last time or before that, you'll know that all I do is JavaScript, and everything I do is in JavaScript, including this one. But this one required some hacking, so I just wrote some C code to basically hack this headset that I have, because they kind of tried to encrypt it, and I didn't want to pay. So basically, this is a lot of C code that just gets the device and opens it and tries to read some data out of the device. Here you see the electrodes that I'm using. So anybody familiar with the EEG? Good. So these are the electrodes that I'm using: F3, F4, O1, O2, and a bunch of others. This is compiled into a native Node.js add-on, and then I'm basically using Electron. This is an Electron app, and basically all it does is when you start a session, it randomly flashes letters, and you just focus on what you want to type, and a couple of seconds later, it says, hey, like this is the letter that you want to type. Let's look at the video. It's still going. It's very boring. Oh yeah, but we just got it at the nice ending. But yeah, this is basically everything implemented in JavaScript, and that's all. Thank you.
So you don't have any eye tracking or anything, so I'm wondering if it is actually possible to type something without looking at it, because it's very visual when you do it, but should be necessary, right?
Yeah, this is actually something called an oddball paradigm. So it's about surprising you. You have to look at the letters, and when the letter that you want to type flashes, you count it. And that flash is what we catch. It's called oddball because it surprises you, and we say, okay, like there's a special signal called P300 that occurs 300 milliseconds after that stimulus. And well, basically I'm just trying to find that signal. Therefore, it requires eye contact, but it's in no way related to eye tracking or anything. It's pure brain signals and pure signal processing.
How do you classify the P300 wave? What's the feature engineering look like before it goes into the classifier?
So unfortunately, there are no huge features of P300. You just have to take the wave shape. So I just filter the signal between 1 Hertz and 16 Hertz, and then decimate it because I don't need 256 points. So in the end, I get 33 integers, and that's what I feed as a feature vector. Basically, you look at the shape, and the goal is to find a peak between the 300 and 500 milliseconds, and yeah, that's how you basically classify. There is, of course, a lot of normalization and a lot of other stuff going on.
And is it dominant in like one electrode? Or?
No, actually, like the headset that I'm using is not perfectly aligned for this. Normally, I use another set of electrodes, but yeah, anything will do basically, as long as it's in the center and near O1, O2 on the back for visual cortex.
What is the EEG headset you're using as the base for this, and did you have to modify this?
It's something called Emotive. No, I didn't modify it at all. It's just the first version. Actually, it works with Bluetooth, and you don't need the C hacking that I did, and it works directly with any browser. But I don't have the newer version with Bluetooth on, so I just hacked that part with it's just interfaces with USB, and then I get the signals to JavaScript.
What machine learning framework are you using?
It's an algorithm that I wrote by hand, Bayesian linear discriminant analysis. It's also open source on GitHub. And apart from that, I also tried Brain.js, a JavaScript framework for neural networks. That also works, but it's a little bit slower. So,
did you try DeepLearn.js, I think it's called?
No.
TensorFlow?
No, but since the code is open source, I'm willing to try anything that you throw at me as a classifier, because I have a lot of data sets that I can play on.
All right. So we forgot to start the timer. We just assumed that was 5 minutes of Q&A.
Thank you.
Or, just enough time to write hello if you have the headset. Yeah, thank you. All right, so who wants to go next? Here? Awesome. Just come up front.